Hello! Welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 7. So, last episode, basically, all of the hero groups that were going to be working together to get Overhaul and his group met up so that they can give out all the information that they have and get any information from the other groups as that they have so that they can figure out a plan of attack. Basically, the I can't remember the name of Night Eye's actual group, but his group was explaining the whole situation, that he's up to something big. He's the one that's making these drugs that are like eliminating quirks, not permanently, but for a short time, which is all that he really needs. That the League of Villains is somehow involved with him. They don't know how much yet, but they know that they're involved somehow. Fat Gum and his group were actually the ones that brought up the drug, because I can't remember the guy's name. The one that when he eats something, he takes on some of the characteristics of what he ate. They said that he got hit with one of the darts, and it eliminated his quirk for a short time, but did come back. And thanks to Kirishima, because of his hardening, they were able to get an unbroken dart so that they can get the actual liquid used, and found human DNA in it. That's when Night Eye brings up that Midoriya and Lemillion, because I can't remember his actual name. I kind of feel like I can remember it, but right now, Lemillion, that's all I'm going to have to call him. That they ran into him, and that he has a daughter who had bandages up her arms and legs, and that they believe that he is using her blood in order to make this drug. Which made them feel a lot worse. However, I still feel like it was a good idea to not do anything. I explained why at the end of that video. But basically, they had no idea what his quirk was until that day. If they would have tried something, all he has to do is touch their skin, and they're dead. So, yeah. I don't know if he would have been able to touch Lemillion's skin, since he's able to phase through things. I don't know how that works with humans. It's probably the same thing. But Deku definitely, if he would have got a hold of some of his skin, he'd be dead. So, yeah. It's best that they didn't do anything. They saw the girl. They know what's kind of going on. They know that he's not going to kill her because he needs her, at least for the moment. But now all they could think about is how they failed her and not saving her. Which is actually, they're going to do that when they go down and try to get the dude. Eraserhead is actually there, the teacher. And he asked Night Eye, because he was saying that they should look around in different areas where there have been activity. They had a bunch of lower ranked heroes there as well, like people that know their cities very good, so that they can go kind of undetected. Eraserhead asked, why don't you just, I don't know how your quirk actually works, but why don't you like touch one of us and kind of see what's going to happen in the future, so that we can get an idea on what's going to go down. And he wouldn't do it. Basically, because one of the other heroes, I don't know his name, But one of the other heroes was saying, just go ahead and do it. It doesn't matter, what happens, just so we can get an idea. And he said no, because he's worried about if he touches one of them. Like, what if all he sees is their death? Like, what if he goes far into like this part of the future, that part of the future, and sees them die? He's worried about that because that's what happened with All Might, so he doesn't want it to happen again. So he refuses to touch anybody. Any of them, anyway. So yeah, that wasn't going to happen. Anyway, they disbanded after that. All the students were together, and Midoriya and Lemillion, whose name I can't remember, are really down. Teacher comes over, basically saying that he was going to revoke their work study, but decided against it, especially for Deku, because he figured, you're probably just not even going to listen to me anyway, and then you're just going to go out and do it yourself. Because right now he doesn't trust him at all, because he basically does that all the time. He'll tell him, don't do this, and then he'll go and do it. So, yeah, he says that he can't trust him, so he's going to keep him on so he can keep an eye on him and just follow orders. So, yeah. Now we got to see if they're going to go and look for them now. Like, if they're going to find them, if they're going to go out and try to get him, get the girl, stuff like that. So let's get into this episode. Alright, so the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.